you felt that was on the table?
Yeah, we came out, I think, really ready to play. The seniors really wanted to get a win at home, their final home game, and I thought we did some good things early. And then I thought in the second quarter, we just didn't get off the field on third down. We had opportunities, and that allowed Western to score. And then there was a chance for us to make it a 7-point game in the second half, and we didn't do that, and the game got away from us. But I thought the kids fought, and I told them I appreciated their efforts.
Did you really feel the whole third quarter that you were a play away from really?
Yeah, you know how football is. You're right there. You know, you get one play, and now it's a 7-point game, and who knows what will happen. So we're right there, a play away, and I really thought, you know, there were a couple chances where we moved the ball that we would get it in there, and it just didn't work out for us today.
There's been times earlier in the season where you beat yourselves, obviously,
yeah,
with 6 turnovers.
Well, you just don't have a chance, and I was trying so hard to figure out a way to help the team win that until I got in the locker room, I didn't even realize it was 6 turnovers. But you guys who've covered football and been around football long enough know that you're not going to win a game if you turn it over 6 times. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Brandon, well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You talk about the disappointment when you say the last one.
Well, of course it's disappointed. There are a lot of red eyes in there, but you know, this is probably as bad as it gets for a young man. And so if they can persevere through it and continue to display character and do things right, then they'll be better for it. And what I told them, really been hammering them with Thursday and last night and today is, you know, what we want to do is build character with these guys. And football is a character sport, and you have to do things right. And if you don't do things right, you're not going to have success in this sport. So the reality is right now we don't do enough things in a proper manner on a consistent basis, and therefore we're struggling with it.
What was kind of the decision? Is Alex going to be your guy the rest of the way, or is it kind of be a wait and see the next couple of games?
Well, yeah, we'll wait and see and hopefully play them both some, but we just thought that Alex, we wanted to see how he could handle a game and what he would do, and so as the young freshman, we just wanted to see where we were and what we had in him, and we wanted to try to give ourselves the best chance to win, and we'll continue to try to develop both those players.
The amount that he ran, was some of that read on his part and some of it design?
Some of it was read, some was design. Yep, that's exactly right.
So what did you see out of him?
Well, you know, I thought, you know, Kim was disappointed with the Coach Karcher, our offensive coordinator, was disappointed with the turnovers, and he should have been. But I thought, you know, a young kid comes in and he doesn't even know what the coverage is. I mean, he doesn't, when he drops back, he doesn't see anything. And the kid actually saw some coverages today, and I thought he went to the right people. And of course, he had some bad plays in there, but I thought he improved in terms of just knowing where to go with the football. And then he's always, since he's been here, been able to give us something in the running game.
Did he run maybe more than you would like him to, or is that just part of him getting in the flow?
Well, I just think that, you know, we wanted him to run. If he could help us, if he could get a first down, we wanted him to take it, and so he did that.
Andre, can you just talk about, you know, having to defend constantly on a short field? How tough, what kind of pressure is there on defense to really try to kind of keep it close?
I mean, it's hard. It's just hard. I mean, the short field, I mean, we know that they might take shots, big plays. I mean, we just got to stop them. We just got to hit harder. And
for the most part in that first quarter, though, to kind of keep it at 14, you had to feel like you were doing a lot of the right things.
Yes, for the most part.
Coach, in terms of just psyche on this team right now
Yeah.
after 10 games, I mean, you worry about them with two to play?
Well, I just think that my message now is we're going to coach character, and we're not going to quit on these players. And this is we are teachers, and we are in a university environment, and so we need to continue to teach. And that's what I'm going to do. And now my focus has really shifted to that. I think the team really is starting to understand that when they don't do things properly, they're not going to have success. And I think for a while they didn't really understand that, and there was a right way to win in football and the wrong way. So I don't concern myself with worrying about their psyche more than I concern myself with character issues. And so I've told them in no uncertain terms that I'm going to deal with character issues because, again, this is not a 10-game situation for this program. We're in the beginning stages of this program, and we're going to continue to build it, and we're not going to waste time doing that.
Coach, one of the big changes or big things that we saw this week was the ability to contain a big play. You guys only gave up one big play this week as opposed to more previously.
Yeah.
What would you attribute that to? What differently did you guys do this week in practice?
Well, we executed. We didn't do anything. I told this team, particularly defensively, they practice well and they do things properly in practice, and they go into games and they abort the mission. And so we hammered that, and we did some things right. We had some couple issues in there, but we did more things properly, and we're going to have success when we do that. If you can make them drive and not give up big plays, you're not going to give up tons of points. Now, we were on some short fields, but even that being said, we had plenty of times to get off the field on third down, and we didn't do it. And some of that comes down, honestly, to the individual players making plays. We have to get better at that.
Is there one thing on third down that you're seeing, or does it seem to be a different?
Well, I just think that, honestly, in football, when you've been around it and you really understand defensive football, third down, particularly when it's third and medium and third and shorts, really comes down to players making plays. I mean, that's just being honest. And so we have to make more plays on third down, and individuals have to make plays. And we can help a man as much as we can with a scheme, but eventually it comes down to that guy making that play. And so as we build this program, we'll continue to teach the players that, and they'll start to make plays. And I don't think that's always based on athleticism. I think some of that is based on knowledge, anticipation, and so on and so forth, experience, all those things.
Andre, when it is third down and you're in a tight game, can you sense maybe a little bit that we need to come up with a play here?
Yes, sir. Every play we need to make a play. I feel like if we don't make this play, if we don't make the stop, we let the team down.
I mean, it's a little upset. I mean, just frustrated.
I'm upset, frustrated. I mean, I had plays out there that I gave, and I mean, I'm mad at myself.
Does that sum up our season so far? In terms of upset, disappointed?
Yes, sir. I mean, every game, missed opportunities.
Coach, the offense seemed a little bit different today. You ran a lot of plays out of the shotgun. Was that kind of to cater to Alex?
A little bit, yeah. That's to help him a little bit, and so we want to give him a chance to be more in his comfort zone. And I think that, I think for a young kid like Andre, you ask him to sum up the season in that way, or is he frustrated? Of course he is. But, again, we can't allow them to be. We have to allow them to get back to practice and have 2 more weeks of development, and that's the situation. And, many of you were in here after Ball State. I will forever kick myself for that, because the toughness of a man is consistency. In our deals, we're going to be consistent. And I know there are a lot of people who think we're not going to turn it. We're going to turn it. We've turned them before. We're going to turn it again. We got to recruit. We have to stay focused, and we have to stay focused on improvement. And we can't get distracted by 0-10 or if it's 0-12. I'm not getting distracted by that. I knew what the job was. I knew what the history was. So I come to Hatch's defense somewhat because, to me, to ask him those questions, guys, come on now. I mean, of course he's frustrated. Of course he's upset. And of course that sums up the season. So, I just want to speak to that.
Coach, is there a way that you can take that frustration, though, and turn it into a productive, teaching moment?
I don't think you can turn. I think that there has to be a realization of what's critically important in terms of winning football. And that's been taught here from day one. Now, it's incumbent upon the player to receive that. And once they receive it and they really make a point to try to do the things that it takes to win, then they really improve. And it's interesting, if you really understand football and you've watched our tapes, we've made some improvement. It's not like we haven't. We're right now not where we need to be in terms of being good enough to win games, and that's the reality of it. We need to execute at a higher level. We need to take advantage of opportunities. So, that being said, I've said it before and I'll say it again, my motivation is to turn this program around. It is not one game or one season. It's to turn the program around for good. And that's what we're going to do. And so these kids know that the expectation for them is to come on tomorrow and be focused, or they're going to get challenged if they're not. He'll tell you that. And the same thing the rest of the week. Thanks, guys.